Okay, so this is my second video response in a single day to the same chick, actually within the same hour. Um, what was her name? Give me just a second. She's an idiot, if that helps. Let's see. Okay. So basically, this girl is ranting about how people should get over the death of Steve Jobs, which is just stupid. I mean, I don't know what else to say. That's just incredibly insensitive to the death of a man. You may not like him, but there is absolutely no reason why you should be so insensitive towards someone who contributes to society. The girl's name is Freak It K-I Freak It KIXOXO. And she has a lot of stupid videos on her channel, so be sure to go check them out and thumbs them all down. Okay, so I didn't even watch through the whole thing. I watched like the first 20 seconds of it and just went, wow. First of all, before I get into the video, what's wrong with your face? You've got like this. The quality of the camera is really bad, so I don't know if you just have like a huge film of grease and acne on your face, or if you have some type of skin condition. If so, then I apologize for making fun of your face, but you are making fun of someone who died, so fair's fair. Anyway, so she basically says, get over the death of Steve Jobs. He's just some guy who worked at a big company and made billions of dollars, whatever. It's just the only reason that people liked him was because he made the iPhone and whatever. And she goes on about how it's overpriced and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just going to go ahead and say, I don't know if you're familiar with the way electronics are produced, but it's not one guy sitting in his basement with a soldering iron and a bunch of little electronic gadgets that he rips apart and smushes together. There is a huge team of people who designs this, codes it, produces it, does all the coding for the updates and everything else for it. Before I mean, this guy was incredibly innovative. He worked for this company for a long time, left, and then came back. And when he came back, he turned the company completely around from, losing, their profits were declining. They were losing a lot of business, and then he comes in, and it skyrocketed. He brought in the iPhone and the iPad, and their business has exploded since then, and the way our phones function has completely changed. This is obviously not an iPhone. This is the LG Optimus, I think. But you can tell just by looking at it, it shares a lot of similarities between the iPhone, as do almost all Sprint phones, or not Sprint phones, smartphones. They all have a similar layout. Most of them are, you swipe them. They all have apps you download now. He's totally set the standard for phones. And they do a lot more than they used to be able to do. I mean, you can do pretty much anything on a phone. You can run a business on a phone now. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave that at that. I don't know if this girl's just stupid or what, but I mean, how do you go saying something like that? How do you justify saying something like that? Oh, this guy died. It doesn't matter that he contributes billions of dollars to charity funds and different organizations, and not only that, but creates an electronic device that totally takes, the way that we look at technology to another level. I mean, obviously, this isn't like the invention of the car, but it's like taking, let's see, what's a good analogy? It's like going from a book to going to an electronic book. It's two totally different things. Now, I don't really like the whole electronic reader thing, but it's the idea, it's the concept that I'm looking for. It's just taking something and making it so much incredibly better. Um, Phones are incredibly more useful than they used to be. It's not just a phone anymore, it's a computer. And for you to say that this guy's, you know, just, hey, everybody, stop talking about him. He just died. That's it. It's no big deal. It's just a guy dying. I mean, sure, maybe it's not that big of a deal that, you know, he created all this technology. It's, if you're not a geek, you don't like technology or whatever, I guarantee you have a smartphone, and you wouldn't have it if he didn't create the iPhone. Um, but I don't understand why you think it's okay to say get over somebody dying. I didn't know the guy. I don't know anybody who knew him. But at the same time, I don't think you should just blow off somebody's death. I mean, you know, his death affected, you know, tons of people. It affected the company. It affected his family. You know, people are going to miss him. And it's just incredibly immature and stupid to say, hey, get over it. So anyway, that's basically all I've got to say to that. Now I'm going to go off and look at some of her other videos and see what else I can rag on, because she's just an idiot. Also, I noted this in my last video, but I'm just going to say it again. This is my girlfriend's room, so I don't have pink pillowcases and walls.